It's me. I am live. I have not actually announced it to the world because I'm not that super great at announcing things, apparently, on the socials and the Discord and the whatchamacallers. So, yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. I have not done an audio check. I'm hoping you can hear me. So, let's see. I have. Yeah, the mic is going. It's good. It's a good level. It's a good level. So we're doing all right. Okay. What are we doing today? Well, today we have. Let's move this off so it's less competing. We have some model kit pieces for the ViC B3. That would be what this thing sort of is, only this is just a earlier prototype. Just I wanted to get the scale of it all. So what I need to do is I need to get a full set of parts out of these guys. And put them in a bag and all that stuff. Now I'm looking around and I'm thinking, you know what? I don't have all the little things that I need. So I will be right back as I pick up a couple more things. All right, I'm back. Ah, yes. Let's scooch in here. Let's see, I've dropped some other stuff down. I mean, it's off of the screen, so you can't necessarily see it. But this is what I mainly went to get. Just a craft knife. It's like that for removing support sometimes. Let's see. The reason I have multiple prints here is that I have had a print failure. Not everything printed on this one. And so I had to reprint it. So this one can probably just be set to the side because I think everything is on this one. But then this one, there was a print problem here. So that part there did not print properly. So I have to substitute another one, which I have right here. And let's see if I get all the parts. And hopefully nothing will chip out or anything. Well, we should move this. These have been cleaned, but they have not gone through their final curing, so I will want to wash my hands when I'm done with this stage. Separating this, I like to separate the supports at this stage because they're a little easier still. You can still, I am getting some printing marks, but I think that's mostly going to be covered, I think. I might do some cleanup at this stage, but I do like to leave something for the modeler to do, so. Watch me cut my thumb. Alright, let me bring my viewer over. Roses are blue! Hello. Roses are red, violets are blue. Sorry. We are prepping a model kit that I need to ship out. So this is one of the ViC B3 models. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of cleanup. I don't usually do much cleanup. Because again, it's a kit. I want people to have something to do. Plus I don't want to, you know, if I spend too much time on it, then that's eating into the profits, I guess. So, not that it's a major source of revenue or anything at this point, but I've seen some things where people selling the things don't even separate them from the supports, so I don't know how common that is. But this was 3D printed. And thank you for popping in chat. See, this is the part that didn't quite work. Put this in the pile of shame. Let me establish a pile of shame. AKA bits that can be used for something else later, maybe. Maybe. But they didn't quite come out the exact shape I need them. Or the quality I need them. Thinking it might be useful to have like a mat with like all of the parts laid out. Obviously I've been using this surface as a paint palette, so it's not the prettiest. Here's the nose of the vehicle. I think I will get the pieces out except for the arms and then do a test assembly. Ooh, there's something else I need from the other room too. This is the column of the arm pieces. I made my own beads. I went to the bead store and I looked for beads at the bead store, but the bead store did not have the beads I was looking for. Because I had something specific in mind. Don't get me wrong, they have a lot of beads. It's a very big bead store. Called Shipwreck Beads. They have an online marketplace as well. Do. I wonder if we could do a chat that has like a timer on it, so you know how long it's been since somebody chatted. So it's like, oh, I missed that chat from 10 minutes ago. They're probably not still around. These are the little lens pieces. They will be... I have alternate versions of those that are done with white resin that I will include if I do what I intend. Got 2 hands. The little trunk or boot cover. Headstock. bottom. Whatchamacallit? What did I call it? I called this the gearbox. You know, it's like my mic is facing the opposite direction of me, so hopefully you're picking that up. Hello. That piece is going to be difficult. And the treads and this last piece, let's separate this out completely. Part of the trick of doing supports is putting them in places where you won't see if there are surface imperfections left behind. Okay, now these guys have a couple of internal pieces that need to be popped out. I'm assuming that's on camera, yeah. Get out of there. Get out of there, man. Look at all of that amazing detail. Hello, chair. How are you? Nice to have you back. I'm not too worried about cleaning this stuff up, because the end user can also spend a little bit of time with a file or a knife to clear things out if they choose to. A lot of this is going to be hidden anyway under the fender. You know, maybe not totally hidden, but you know, part of it. I will be changing my name back. This was a mistake. I've done that before. Back when I was your age and I went to college, I decided to have people call me Dan instead of Dana, because Dana is my given name. But it's less common for a guy to have that name. But, you know, there were a sufficient number of girls who said, I like that name, to make me want to change it back. And it was really confusing because everybody was named Dan. There are more people with a name that sounded like the one that I had. So, not quite the same as Chair, but Chair Bear. But, yeah, that's my little name story. And of course, I'm very sad to be old enough to use the old man voice without irony. You're forming a whole new identity. This is an unforeseen consequence. So how would you prefer to be addressed? Just Chair Bear as the old way, or IRL name, which I think I found on one of your Instagrams at one point. I do believe it's time for these to be... Well, let me do some test fitting first. See if I can remember how this goes. It's been a little bit of a while since I put one of these together. I wrote the instructions. I should know. Well, let's make sure parts fit. So this needs to fit into here. It does. It can turn. And this needs to fit onto there. Which it does nicely. Okay. That's all good. Let's fix that there. This is the piece from the earlier kit. Yep, that goes in there nicely. That part I wish I got fitting a bit better, but at this point, if it's okay. Yeah, that goes together nicely. Suppose I could have tried it with the dome. And let's see, this will need to go into there, which it does fine. Okay. Looks like we're all good on those parts. Let's see. No, it rolled off. There it is. Do 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 do. This pot goes to this pot. Like such. Then this goes over top with that to the front. Good. All right. Yep, those pieces fit together. The only thing I think is a bit of shame is that my mom went for Rebecca. I would have had much fun if she'd gone with Rebecca or Rebecca spellings. Well, it's not too late to change it, you know. It would just be very difficult and annoying. I'm legally changing my name from Rebecca to Rebecca. It doesn't sound any different, but it's spelled differently. Of course, you could always adopt a pseudonym. Okay. Looks like I have all the parts. I need to gather up the the plate to cure them on. Be right back. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. It's just a round plastic disc that goes on the curing station. These things rotate around with UV light blasted upon them to cure them, all the little parts. But it looks like I'm gonna have to go with a multi-tiered approach with this horrible little thing that I created. I mean, it might look cooler than it actually is. It's not as functional as I wanted it to be, so blah. But it gives me a bit of extra height. I should redo this. Maybe make separate ones specific for the different models that require the extra height. And I'm probably going to trip on the way over to the printer and spill this all over. Or not the printer, the cure station. And spill this all over the floor. And weep bitter tears of regret. That has already been cured, I think. Well, we'll put it in there anyway. Ba-da-da-da-da. Where should I put this? I know, much excitement. Thrills a minute. If I had a sarcasm meter, it would have to be quite high. Have a quite big range. Okay. Part is now curing. I will take the parts off of this other one now, even though I don't have a full set. I'll treat those later. I do have another one has... Ooh, that one has a problem there too. Not sure why these didn't, why this didn't all print successfully. As I have, with these same settings, done perfectly fine. I'm just wondering if there's different in the climate from the last time I printed it that caused an issue. Hey, I got Nightbot working on my stream last night, so you can now !lurk or !Discord. If you are so inclined. And I at some point want to experiment with the giveaways. Yay, I did it! Test away. Well, that all did not take quite as much time as I thought it might. I will be right back. I'm just gonna wash my hands. Wash my hands and grab a thing or two. It's the two thing that I'm confused about because it's not where I left it. My goodness, where did that go? Oh, there it is. I see it, it's just hiding from me. Oh, wow. Well, thank you. I figure when I'm lurking, it often means I'm not going to be available for comment, or I might be, I don't know, but who knows? This dog that was sitting on my chair decided to take up even more of the chair, so now I'm just sitting on the edge of it. So that's not going to stand. Folding up a little box. Cute little boxes. Okay. So I have the dome. Parts are over there, though. Just gonna try to get as much of this on camera as possible because it's such riveting entertainment. You'd call it a chair stream, but you don't see the chair. This is a, they call it a car coaster. It's part of a sample set of products, potential products that I got. I now have the ability to make nice, cool things like this by using heat to transfer special kind of printing ink onto surfaces. So it just infuses the color into the surface. So I do have these up for sale on my website. I don't have these. I have a whole bunch of these because I got a whole bunch of blanks when I bought the stuff. But I only have a few of these, and you know, I'm not sure what I'll do with them. But you know, hey, I can make mouse pads too. If anybody wants a special mouse pad. I'll let this cook a little longer. Another couple of minutes. It's my beverage of the morning. Well, aside from the beverage I've already had. What time is it? 11:05. Let's see, I will probably stream until about 12, at which point I might go over to Art and Jest to the opening ceremonies for Camp Chaos, which I am a Camp Chaos counselor. I just don't have any graphics to show it at this point. One of the things I need to work on. Also part of the reason why I got Nightbot working. I'm just trying to build in some of the new cool, or some of the toys that everybody expects out of a Twitch stream, so I can have create a better experience for everyone. It's like I just noticed I have mics and cameras in front of my face, so my puppet was not behaving properly a little bit. So anyway, so once I get this beast packaged up, which I may need to, that's what I was looking for, by the way. It was off to the side under something else. It's a whole bunch of those little lens pieces done in a different color. But I will eventually get back to trying to paint this guy, because I need to get this product up in the marketplace. And I'd like to have some finished pictures of it. I'm not sure I like the color scheme, though. Obviously, it's too splotchy, but beside that, I don't know if I like the color scheme. Some of these are glued. Some of this is glued together. Some of it is glued, but a little loose, like this arm. I could probably just wiggle that one out. And this was glued, but then it came out, but that's fine. This was this particular set of pieces was that test print I did, or was like the first test print I did. So things needed some adjustment, and some things didn't print quite right, but that will work fine for the display model. I already showed you the pictures of the one that the customer had worked on. So that was, if you may have heard the beep from the machine, so I will go back. And let me know if you get tired of the music, because I can change it up. I actually bought a whole bunch of new music that will work for this, just made for video games and stuff, so I'm royalty free, I'm thinking. I have not downloaded it yet, but you know, I'll be able to add some other tracks in there. And at some point I may actually just do a whole music stream where I'm the one playing the music. Badly. So that's not a skill that I have developed. As you can tell, this is... I'm not exactly doing this in the most efficient manner possible. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Let's find our little pieces and put them in the dome. The little pieces and the breakable pieces. Alright. I think that will do it for that. I think I got the little one in there. Yep, there's the little lens. And the big lens. I even made them pseudo Fresnel lenses. I say pseudo because they're not actually tuned to anything. They're not, they have concentric rings like a Fresnel lens, but they don't actually... They're not optically designed to point the light in a certain direction, so... Drop these alternates in there. There's all the little bits. Well, I might be able to fit one more. I might be able to fit that guy in there. Alright. Those need to go into a bag. This is the tricky part. Getting all of this stuff to fit. Get in there. There's one bumper, there's the other bumper. Top and bottom gearbox, ring, fender, left and right fenders, chassis, the dome spine. Backpack, left and right tread, and the body. Will they all fit in this little package? Oh, don't want to forget. Mustn't forget the wire. Where'd the wire go? Wire! You are the chosen one! Oh, there they are. They flew out. Wire. For the arms, you know. Now, will this close? I don't know if this will actually close like this. I know I can get this stuff in here. I've done it before, but I may need to nest a few things. If I take, again, I need to think about the efficiency of this process. If I can accomplish this in a minute rather than 5 minutes, then that's all the better, right? We'll just call this part of the learning process. Of course, I could just leave this out separate, which maybe I will do. I'll put this... I'll tuck that in there, that in there. That's not the way they go in the model when assembled, but for shipping, that'll work. Let's slide this along the edge. There. I see. I can probably squeeze this in there, but I don't know that I have to. Not there. Not there. There's that. Now I need to print the must print. I'll put this guy up top just to have something to look at. Must print the thing. Must find the thing to print. Must find the mouse to find the thing to print. Yep, you can see the bottom of my computer screen. That's fine. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Is this it? That is an older version. I think it's an older version. That's better. Although it's not the, I need to put in the better photograph, but this will do. This will do for now. Print. Properties. Oh, 2 pages, huh? Multiple page. Duplex booklet. Duplex. Actually, I don't know if that's right or not. No. No. Oof. All. Alright, current view, reverse page. I'm just looking at my printer settings and they're looking... Why am I not able to... Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted, I think. I have to wait for my printer to warm up. Such excitement. I know. I'm always on and on and on about the excitement. Once again, I'm stepping away to get something. In this case, it'll be water. For painting. Paint water as you wish. Or something like that. And I will be back in less than a minute, probably. As I stated, water! I'll put that off to the side for now. Put my headphones back on. So, here are the instruction sheets. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh well. I might not be as finished with this as I thought I was, but it will work. I'll just skip that track. It's just so very intense. It's a relaxing Saturday morning. Welcome to the relaxing Saturday morning vibe. Unless you're in the UK, in which case it's a relaxing evening vibe. Is it evening? Close to evening. Closer to evening than morning, anyway. How are things in Ireland? Look over the parts list, make sure I didn't forget anything. Yep. Looks like I have it all. I suppose I could develop some deep lore for these kits. Or I could just leave it up to the customer to invent their own. I don't know. Looks like it's slightly sized. I think I will. I think I will crease these just a bit. Give it a nice firm fold. Made in the USA on equipment made in China. think I have a little bit of practice to do. But this will get shrink wrapped. Which I will put it in this bag here, and then I will seal up one end, or seal up the open end, put a couple holes in it for air to escape, and then apply a heat gun, hot air, until the plastic shrinks and it makes it all look like an actual product. Alright, we now move on to the painting portion of our morning. If I can find the stuff that's right in front of me. Hey, look, there's a brush. There's another brush. We're finding brushes all over the place. Is there a brush over here? I thought I had another small brush around somewhere. Brushy, brushy, brushy. This time we have a little more light to bring to the experience, so hopefully it'll look slightly better than the last couple of times. So here's the paint. Ooh, this is my big tub of paint. Now let's see, what do I want to experiment with today? I think I wanted to do the white. I thought I saw a tube of white over there. There it is. It's off to the side. The tuba white. Tuba white. White for your tuba. Oh, I'm covering up the chat. One viewer. Ah! Twitch is broken. Speaking of lurking floor troll time. Ah. Let me see. I've got a notice in the chat saying, "Hey, I'm gonna lurk," and another one saying, "Hey, I'm gonna lurk," and another one saying, "Twitch is broken, can't see you." So let me take a look and see what's going on with that. Twitchity twitch twitch. Do I want channel or create a dashboard? I guess that means create a dashboard. Yeah, I'm getting a, I'm seeing it on my end, so don't know why it's not working for the blocker. I wasn't going to make this a rough paint job, but it's kind of getting rough. I also think I might be missing the smallest paintbrush. There are a couple of small ones, smaller ones. That one's really small because the handle is broken. All right, let's put these off to the side. All right. Let the fun begin. Let me try. Yeah, the blocker is still saying it's still not working. Let me try looking at it from incognito tab. Twitch.com/ Is that the way this works? AtomicGiftShop.com? Or just Atomic Gift Shop?
This emote is super cute. Could
Hey!
Photoshop though. Magic wand.
I get ads.
Color. Same with the tongue and stars. And the face. Update the layer style. Gradient overlay. Fade to white. Add some shadows and bevel. Give it some more depth. Merge layers. Bevel. Emboss. Sweet. Adobe rocks. Try it out, y'all.
Well, seems to be working. I tried typing in the wrong window. Let's see. Paste. Says, not sure what to do. The blocker says, not sure what to do. Just trying to watch. Try it while not logged into Twitch is what I replied, because that seemed to work for me here, but who knows? I blame the Tory party. If that's still a thing. Alright. Hey, look, let's add a bit of blob of white. I don't want that much white. Ugh. Oh well, we'll just do that. I do kind of want to lick that, but I will refrain. Whoops, I didn't want to do that exactly. I should have some of my Twitch stuff up. I was like going this whole time just the recording without any of the Nightbot or other things. Creator dashboard. Yes. Do. I have more emotes to make and upload. What is this? It's my... There we go. Let's You know what I should have gone when I didn't think about it because I'm still new to this. Is I could have had it running commercials while I was stepping away picking stuff up. Oh well. The little tiny brush, because I broke it. Let's double down on the part that I'm not sure about, which is this white. Particularly in that spot. I just didn't want it to be the same red and silver that I always paint these guys, but I don't know. That little spot there, that's one of those printer support things that I should have cleaned up. But if I leave it, then, you know, people might know to expect it when they actually purchase the product, and they won't be disappointed, so it's okay if it's a little rough, I think. That's my excuse for being lazy in this case. How is that looking? That's it's a little dark, I think. This lighting really makes those little things pop. Oops. I have my knife with me this time, so let's actually clean those up a bit. I know I said I could leave them, but, you know, I could also remove them to show what it would look like if done properly. Yeah. See, I'm not going to do a perfect job on this regardless. And this takes several paint. Of course, I did paint the arms black first, so that doesn't help with covering it with the white. If I had started with white, then it would probably be a bit easier. I'm going to try turning that on. Enable stream closed captioner as video overlay. Okay, yeah. Nope, I'm not going to mess with that right now. I can maybe add that to the list of things to figure out before July 26, when I am going to be hosting a camp counselor session for Camp Chaos. Unfortunately, it's going to be at a time that will be too late for most European viewers. That will be, let's see. It'll be 6 p.m. Pacific, which is, of course, 7 or 8 hours off of GMT or UTC. would you? Look at that. Paint water. I'm just trying to get rid of some of that extra white paint that was there. Which I don't know if that was a good idea or not. It does seem to work. Alright, back to applying white rather than removing it. I think this should maybe be gray or black. Maybe I should be using a mask to help with that line. Welcome to the Atomic Gift Shop exposes his insecurity stream. I don't think that extra light is going to help much because I'm shadowing it completely with my hand. Needs to be moved. Alright, let's try the scraping method. Scraping. He's so Scottish of me. Not really, of course. That looks rather chunky. Look at how chunky that looks. Let's try to even that out some. Can you even see that? Yes, you can see that. Back down to the plastic or the resin itself. Now we're adding particulates in the area. Alright. May as well do the same thing on this side. There are fewer bumps on this side. Oops. Got that a little farther up the wall than I wanted to. My fingers work pretty good, but they're still not quite that precise. Yes, you did see me just drag a hobby knife across my skin. Did it make you cringe? Did it make you gasp? Are we living on the edge together? And this stuff on the top is dried paint from the last session, so that's actually going back to the plastic more than the paint, I think. Anyway. This is so... coverage is not great on this. Look how thick that is. No, brush strokes. I can see brush strokes. Now I'm just getting sloppy. Let's go in and clean up the mess we just made before it dries. Did I say at some point that I don't really mind too much about the corners because it's all going to be filled in with weathering paint anyway? Did I say that? A wash? I don't know. Don't know if I said that or not. Sounds like something I would say. Okay. Ease into it. Ease into it. Don't go too fast. Don't be in a hurry. But do be fast enough so that the paint doesn't dry while you're brushing it on. Grab a snack, get comfy, enjoy the weird. Tell your friends of the first coming of the Cosmic Papa now. Yep, apparently Cosmic Papa Red is online. So if you like bunnies, that's the channel to go look at, because he has bunnies. I don't have bunnies. I may make a robot bunny in the near future, just because I noticed that one of my repeat customers likes bunnies. There's a good chance she might like a robot bunny. I may as well give the people what they want. was going to say I hope to do more model kits this year than last year, but the year's half over already. And I am actually getting, have gotten one and 1.5. Do I count this as a full model kit, even though it's just a upscale of and rework of an older one? So I am, doing improvements. I mean, last year I released more figures to sell, but those have not proven to be as popular as the kits. So people seem to like my retro robot stylings, which of course I'm just taking inspiration from other people who have done this before me. In some cases, 90 years ago. Alright, how does that look? I know the coverage is better. It looks a little chalky. I think this paint is just a little thick. Perhaps an airbrush would have been a better choice. We'll make it work. It would have been nice if Subblocker could have logged in and watched the stream and chatted along with us. If you're out there, Z, I appreciate you trying to get in. I think maybe the part of the problem I don't like this is it's like the white motif isn't coming in through the center at all. I wonder if I could just give it a stripe. That might be interesting, especially with a little swoop. That'll definitely want to use a mask for that. And maybe, no, I don't want to do that. I think I want to do some blue up in there. I am going to get something. I will be right back, and I will play an ad while I go, because I'm a professional streamer. I am. Oh, 17 seconds. I needed that little stretch, so I am back now. Not entirely refreshed and ready to go, but got me some frog tape and a fresh X-Acto blade. Is that fresh enough? No, that's not quite as fresh as I would like for the task that I intend to do on this. I opted for the actual, official X-Acto blade. Spent a little extra money just to get the quality. Hopefully, it's worth it. But would you look at that? Such a nice little shiny pointy blade. I do not know how this will go. I'm going to try to give a white stripe down the front of this piece for interest. Let's see if I can mush this tape. I like this tape because it is so thin and low tech. I would like something less sharp than that knife to just kind of work in the details. They don't have to be perfect. Along the top might be nice. To be good. Let me see. Try this brush. Yeah. So I'm going to apply this tape, and then I'm going to cut away the parts that I want to be painted. And just leave the mask there. And then I'll remove the, I will apply the paint and remove the mask, and I should have a lovely, lovely little stripe down the middle to add a bit of interest. So I was thinking that center part, you know, the white just isn't really cutting it. All right, let's see if we can do this. Maybe I should pencil in the lines first. Well, there's a pencil. Oh, reaching off into the distance to grab a pencil. He pulls it forward. So I was thinking this could basically be like this. Give it a little swoop at the top there. And that's hopefully going to give me what I want. We shall see. The odd thing is I actually put more effort sticking down the part that's actually not going to be staying. So that, a bit of an oversight on my part, maybe. Nothing we can't fix. Bet you didn't think you'd be coming here for masking, did ya? Guess you didn't have anything particular in mind. So there's one bit. I need to do kind of the same thing here and here. But stick. Let me put that down in the crack there just so there's a little more grip. No, you need to stay. Your purpose is to stay. Should I stay or should I go now? You should go now. No, you should stay. It depends on which one I'm talking to. Who am I talking to? I don't even know anymore. Those of you who are supposed to stay, stay. Those of you who are supposed to go, go. Okay, got the outer part cut away. Let's do this rounded bit. I knew this would be difficult, which is why I did a fresh blade on the knife. Hoping to make this process go as smoothly as possible, which may be working. I know. Maybe I should have done more masking earlier on. To work it in. Ah! What am I doing? That should be covered. Why is that not covered? Oh. All that effort cutting around it, and then I lost track of what I was doing. Maybe it's off to the side somewhere and I can grab it and still use it. Oh, it's 12:03. It's about time to be done. So I can go see how the opening ceremonies are going. Hey, Drew, welcome in. You caught me just as I'm about to leave. But it's great to see you. It's been a while. I am... It's Channel Art and Jest is doing a Camp Chaos thing, July, and I'm participating. So I thought I should probably be there for the opening ceremonies, which just started. But I want to get this little bit of whatever it is done, 'cause apparently I goofed up on that one. But I have Nightbot working, so I have lurk commands and Discord commands and a couple other things. But I do want to get the paint on this before I leave. No! I might stream later tonight, depending on how I feel. I might just be too tired. Ended up being up later than I wanted to be. I just wasn't sleepy last night for some reason. Maybe sleeping too much during the week. Maybe too much caffeine. Not sure. But I may need a nap this afternoon. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. Is that paint still wet? Yes. Am I using the wrong brush? Yes. I learned this stenciling technique from your mom. 'Cause stenciling was the style of the time. When we was growing up and I was babysitting you. Good times. Of course, I'm not stenciling floral patterns onto walls, so, you know. It's a little different. I just felt like this middle piece needed some interest. So we'll see how that works. Where's that knife? My knife rolled away. There's one thing up. It's all the way up there. How'd it get all the way up there? Thanks. Let's try again for another coat. Here's the brush I intended to use, although that's got kind of... That needs to be washed. Ugh, this paint's been sitting out a little too long. It's a little too warm in here. I don't have a wet palette yet. Not made one. That might help with this stuff. Dab 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 dab. I'm sure you needed the narration for that. How are things with you, man? Been wondering about you. Good for the most part. Oh, good. Alright. I am going to call this good enough. Oh, good, yeah. I had my surgery last Friday, and like Saturday I was feeling really good. It's like kind of nice and happy. Then I was like watching something on YouTube, and somebody was talking about people having been under anesthesia and because of the anesthetic finding that, you know, they're not depressed afterwards. It's like, huh, I wonder if that's what happened. But I don't think I had ketamine for my anesthetic, so I don't know that that's actually what the case was. Could just be good to be out of the house and feel cared for. Going to jump on. Bye, Rose. Thanks for stopping in. I will scrape off this white paint and be closing up shop here too. Thank you very much for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it. I don't know. How does that look? Does that add anything good? Does that add anything good, I guess? Not just does it add anything. Alright. Feel like I made decent progress. I might continue working on this even after the stream. So, cool. Again, thank you all for hanging out. And heading over to special events, art and jest.
Closer inspection, I can confirm it is indeed string.
Prepare for the craziness.
Okay.
It's
We have string. There's also 2 screws
a
in
bit
here.
chaotic over
Spare
here.
part? Oh, okay. Spare part. Enjoy your badges. Badge nabbers. String hypees and 2 screws. Please make sure to include your Twitch username when redeeming a badge. Yeah, if you don't have your Twitch username, we won't be able to credit you for it. That's a good point. String and